We are Group 2 and we are EnteroMedics. Out of the 74 interventions in 18 areas identified by the McKinsey Global Institute report, our company comes under the group of personal responsibility, specifically surgery. The MGI report only identified two types of interventions in the area of surgery, which were gastric banding and gastric bypass. But we will introduce you more exciting and important technology and treatment procedures which are currently gaining investors' attention in the health-oriented startup industry. In January 2015, we became the first neurometabolic therapy company to receive the FDA approval, and the first commercial surgery was performed in mid-May. According to the approval, our target customers are the adults with a BMI of 40 to 45 or a BMI of 35 to 39.9, with a related health condition such as high blood pressure or high cholesterol levels. To put that into perspective, this classification guide provided by the AACE, our customers are those who are severely obese. They are the segment of obesity who have previously failed their attempts to lose weight through lifestyle modification and medical therapy. Although there has been a 15% increase in the total number of bariatric surgeries performed in the USA between 2011 and 2013, only less than 2% of the 800 million qualified patients performed weight loss surgeries. Our product provides obese patients an effective alternative to conventional surgery therapy. Here is a map of companies whose products target the morbidly obese, but also related specifically to gastric surgeries and not primarily focused on other curing methods such as gastric balloons or pills. Therefore, it represents a subsection of our direct and indirect competitors who are most relevant to our company. To focus on a few key competitors to further analyze, we decided to use the level of investment received amount to filter out the most important competitors who impose the most threat to our company. We used $40 million funding as a minimum threshold. Out of the 10 most important competitors we further analyzed, we identified 5 companies who impose the most threat to EnteroMedics. The criteria was based on factors such as the effectiveness or efficacy of rival products, their competitive pricing of their treatment device or operations, and the type of certification the competitors had, such as the CE or FDA approval. The first company is called EnteroPace. First of all, the ability device offered by EnteroPace is the most similar product to our company currently being developed. It is similar in terms of being an invasive, rechargeable, pacemaker-like device targeted to reduce hunger at a similar cost to our device offered by EnteroMedics. However, the fundamental technology employed is different. The ability device works by sending electrical pulse signals to the stomach wall, while our product offered by EnteroMedics sends electrical pulse signals to the vagal nerve system. Another special feature that differentiates ability from EnteroMedics is that it also tracks exercise and eating activities that impact your weight and connects to the support network. These are features that EnteroMedics could also consider including in their product if possible. Clinical trials for ability performed better than EnteroMedics. However, it is important to note that their clinical trials consisted a relatively smaller sample size than to our trials. Their device received the CE mark in Europe in 2011, and experts expect the FDA approval during the period between May to July 2015. It is important to note that once approved, the ability device might represent a direct competition to EnteroMedics with similar cost for the treatment. While the gastric band market has been declining in the last few years, we identified 2 key players in the US market that might be worth to keep an eye on. Ethicon is a developer of curved adjustable gastric endoband and are a subsidiary of Johnson & Johnson. Their gastric band had formerly known as Realize and has only recently gone through a relaunch with a new name. The second company is Apollo Endosurgeries. They acquired the lap band gastric band business from Allergan Inc. in 2013, which had lost half of its revenue in the period from 2008 to 2013. After the acquisition, Apollo launched a rigorous revitalization program to get the unit out of losses, which had yet to prove itself. Both of these products are FDA approved and have comparable costs in stating an official price range between $9,000 to $18,000. The fourth company we analysed is called Baranova. This company had received over $41 million of investment since its founding year in 2006. It is a private company based in California. This startup is developing non-surgical and non-pharmacological devices which are less invasive and aims to target obese patients at clinical stages. Baranova's technology consists of a transporic shuttle TPS device, which is inserted into the patient's stomach through their mouth and essentially delays gastric emptying and causes the patient to feel fuller for longer. The device consists of a large spherical bulb connected to a smaller cylindrical bulb by a flexible tether and is composed primarily of medical-grade silicon. The device is able to self-orientate, utilizing its shape, and appropriately narrow the pathway of the initial small intestines to reduce the rate of gastric outflow. The device can be inserted or retrieved from the patient's stomach in less than 20 minutes, which provides great flexibility. This firm does not have either the FDA or CE certification approval. It does, however, have the ISO 13485, which they got in 2013, which provides a foundation for the future CE marking. They have so far conducted two 20-patient clinical trials with a duration of 3 to 6 months, and the results have been successful with no complication. After 6 months, the obese subjects with a BMI ranging from 30 to 50 achieved on average excess weight loss of 50%. The estimated cost of the product or treatment is still not available, as the treatment is still undergoing further clinical trials and require regulatory approval. Despite not knowing the true cost of the treatment or the device, the PR Newswire site states that it is potentially a more safer and cost-effective cure for obesity compared to bariatric surgeries. The simplicity of the implementation process and the ease of removal may make this product more attractive to our core customer segments of severely obese people. Maybe we need to keep a close eye on this company and possibly acquire the firm before it goes public or gets the regulatory approval, when the value of the company may go up. It may be a good substitute product for EnteroMedics, as some patients may be less concerned about this product compared to the electrical device offered by Alpha. The final competitor we want to flag up is a company called Reshape Duo Balloon, who specializes in gastric balloons, which is a non-surgical treatment for obesity. The underlying technology of gastric balloons as a obesity treatment is to inflate a balloon inside the stomach of a patient to make them feel fuller, faster, and longer. Their product is a double balloon, which is placed and inflated in the stomach for 6 months. Their product has been on the market in Europe since 2007. Their product is non-surgical and cheaper relative to our device offered by EnteroMedics. Their clinical results show that patients lost an excess mean weight of 33% in a 6-month period. They received the CE mark in Europe in 2011, and experts expect that the FDA approval will come in mid-2015. Their device costs approximately $8,500. To summarize and conclude, we have identified 5 key organizations who impose either a threat, an opportunity, or impose an indirect competition to our company EnteroMedics and require further analysis. Thank you.